Good evening, you beautiful, wonderful people. Stephen here after a momentous day at the Etihad Stadium. City have just beat, shall I say just beat, it was a few hours ago, Chelsea 1-0 in the glorious Mancunian sunshine. And I had a wonderful day, a genuinely wonderful day. I'm actually at a Travel Lodge hotel because I've got a shoot tomorrow morning I'm doing. So I've just got back from the Etihad, so I thought I'd jump on and do a video for you guys. No live video for obvious reasons, no setup. But I wanted to share what was a wonderful day with you guys. Firstly, of course, we won 1-0 today, and that was always the most important thing in my opinion. It wasn't the most important thing, actually. We'd already been crowned champion, so obviously there was no real jeopardy to this game. But we won 1-0, and it was an entertaining game of football. It wasn't that bad, seriously, and there's some lovely little stories. Alvarez with the winner, Palmer playing well, Rico Lewis too. I'll get onto that in a bit, but of course today was all about Manchester City lifting that trophy. I tell you, it will never ever get boring. I was on BBC Manchester today doing the co-comments towards the end, and I was watching the trophy lift, and I was holding a mic, and I just got goosebumps, and I thought, I can't believe that once again we get to witness this wonderful club of ours do wonderful things. I mean, I say it all the time to you guys, but I'm going to say it again, just enjoy this, what we're witnessing right now, because it isn't always going to be this good. It just isn't. This is pretty much as good as it comes, and this Manchester City side are as good as it comes, and one day we won't have this joy that we do. It's crazy to think about it, but it is true. And I dread to think about what happened when we move on one day from Guardiola. But right now we're watching the Manchester City side have done it 3 times in a row, and we got to witness today City with glorious blue skies lift a Premier League trophy yet again. And I was in the very privileged position today to be working in the media, so I was around on the pitch after the game and looking at those players who've won many trophies. I guarantee you they are very fucking happy here. Watching Phil Foden, with another Premier League medal, and John Stones and all these guys. And I said hello to Phil as well, and and they're all buzzing and whatever, and seeing them. But then the likes of Haaland and Alvarez and Rico Lewis with their first ever medals, they were buzzing, absolutely delighted. Rico Lewis, I bumped into him, the politest young man. He was actually in the queue. We were queuing for a trophy photo, and the stewards brought his family forward because he'd been queuing at the back, bless him. And they're like, "Can Rico go?" I was like, "Of course he can." I was like, "I guess he has one as a medal. He has one as a trophy." It was his family were so sweet and so nice, and you could tell how much he meant to him. Like this polite young lad who's just a baby in football terms, immense today. And these players are absolutely hungry for success, and you can see why on days like today. It just felt so good being there, and these players are world class and brilliant and amazing, and they're ours. And they can tell that you can tell that people like Rico Lewis and Alvarez are good for De Bruyne and co. They need those young players around them as much as the young players learn from senior players. I think senior players learn from young players too. I really believe that, because you could be jaded and cynical when you're De Bruyne's age and Gundogan's age. You've seen it all before, but I think seeing the hunger that the likes of Alvarez and Gundogan and Palmer and whatever bring to the team, and I think it must rub off on them a little bit. It keeps them fresh, it keeps them young, and it keeps them on edge, and I think it's a good thing. And there was a real party atmosphere today in the ground, and it was obviously not as chaotic as it can be. I personally like it when there's something on the line in a game, but it was a relaxed atmosphere with a gorgeous day of football. And in the game, we won. I was a bit nervous when I saw that team, for being honest with you, that we weren't going to win today, because I thought, I can't be arsed with the party being spoiled like that. But we still did get the victory, which is literally the only thing that matters. This Manchester City side did not let us down on that front, and they deserved. I would say Chelsea had some good chances. Of course they're going to, when City won the league and we changed the team. But at times, some of the football was gorgeous. Cole Palmer, I'm buzzing for him. This is a genuine, this was a genuine exclusive here. I actually chatted to Cole Palmer after the game. I was chatting to him on the pitch, and I said congratulations, and I said, how have you found it? And I was like, because we got chatting about his position, he went, he never played left wing in his life before, and he had to learn it. And I said, well, you could tell he has learned it, and today he was good. And I even joked to him, well, you had to ask for a collector on toast today, mate. And he was like smiling at me like that, and he's a senior international, man, and his family was so proud of him. But you can tell with these young players, that they got so much quality, and some people have given Cole Palmer a difficult time online, and as the same people that gave Ake a difficult time at the start, Grealish and Akanji and Rodri, some of you need to be more patient. Cole Palmer has got so much ability, and he's learning a new position. He's not a left winger, never has been, but today he looked like a proper left winger. He was excellent, skinning as for collected, getting the assist, some lovely little turns. I was buzzing for him. He could have scored as well, and I was buzzing for Rico Lewis playing as a midfielder. I thought he was excellent. Rico Lewis has got so much natural ability, you know. You can just tell that this guy is going to be at the top of the game for a very long time. And I think he's better in midfield than he is as a fullback, because he's got such a incredible understanding of where to be on the pitch. And, you know, I love it. I love watching him just in this Manchester City side. And there's one bit where I think it was a move between Foden, Palmer and Rico Lewis. It was just beautiful. I think Alvarez got in the way, but the football was delightful. It was delicious, and it was all a bunch of local lads and City fans doing it, and that kind of stuff gives you pleasure as well. It really does. Gomez, nice and tidy today, of course, and, you know, Kanji and Laporte, all good. Walker, etc. Ortega had a good game. And Foden, I like Foden centrally, by the way. Phil, you were watching, my man, you're very good there. Some of the free balls he was playing, his willingness to get forward, he was so close to scoring a delightful goal. He was really close, and I felt a bit sorry for him when he lifted it over the keeper. It would have been some goal, it really would have been. But you know, absolutely excellent. Calvin Phillips, by the way, what a chat to him. I was chatting to some City staff members today. I know it sounds like a name drop after a name drop here, but it's true. And one of my best mates said Calvin is fucking lovely. He absolutely loves Calvin Phillips to a T. Like, he's such a nice guy. And I actually thought Calvin Phillips played a pretty decent game today. Some of the passes over the top were delightful. He played a couple of beautiful balls. He created that Foden chance I was talking about. He's still a bit rusty. He is still a bit rusty, but you can see the quality there today. He's clearly a footballer with ability. And you got to trust him to, you know, you got to trust the coaching team, trust Guardiola. Like, he's a good player. I hope he stays around, and I hope that we all look stupid for doubting him, you know. And I think he will stay around. He hasn't complained to the press about not being involved. He hasn't complained or anything like that. Get his head down and give him a little bit of time. He was decent today, and the stats actually back it up. I was looking at his stats. 90% accuracy, you know, lost the ball similar amount of times as Rodri did in the game. He was a decent player. It was a promising player, a promising performance, and let's just give him time. And who else? You know, Morris, for sound today. Alvarez scored the goal. I got a photo of Alvarez, by the way, so I put it on Twitter. And Alvarez was excellent, as he always is. He's just such a natural finisher. A finish very similar to his Real Madrid goal. He just doesn't miss those chances. He's just quality. And as I said, I thought Palmer was excellent too. Cole Palmer, he's got so much ability, a good turn of pace. He's a natural winger. I want him to be on the right still. But then at the same time, he's learning this. And he's got he's got so much natural ability, and he's so small still. He's so slight, tall but slender. He's got a little bit of growing to do, but he's just such a naturally gifted footballer. But overall, today we watched Manchester City win a Premier League again. You know, I never get bored of this, and I was pinching myself at times today. Like, I know there was a slightly anticlimactic feel to it. But it was fun. It was wonderful. You know, we're on for a treble. What can we say? I chatted to a few City fans today, and a few of them did take great pleasure in Sterling missing some Cities. And I have no bad blood towards Sterling, but it is kind of funny, isn't it? That could have been him today, you know. It was just a very Sterling performance, as always, missing chances. And I don't miss that side of him. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. But guys, you know, this Manchester City side, they are on for something very special. I've had a great day. Just seeing Blues celebrate, you know, it was a weird experience being in the media bit today and felt behind the curtain, so to speak, but I enjoyed it doing the BBC Manchester commentary. And I want to say thank you to all of you guys. I know it's the end of the Premier League season. We're here again, a couple more games. I want to say thank you, because the things I've been able to do recently, like, it's because of you guys, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you for giving me these opportunities by supporting the channel. It's wonderful. And I'm a lucky man. I really, really am. You're all wonderful. What a day. What a day again. I'm exhausted. I'm tired, but I'm elated. I've watched my heroes do wonderful things. I met some beautiful fans again, as always, and I met some players. I didn't go near Haaland, by the way. He looked like he didn't want to be near. I wanted to go say hello to him, but he was purposely standing at the other end of the pitch. I thought I'll leave him to be. You know, you could tell that he didn't want people near him and taking photos and stuff, so I left him to be. Let him enjoy his day, you know. I'd love to have got a photo of Haaland, but, you know, it wasn't to be. Wonderful. City are Premier League champions, and we deserved it. And it's been incredible. Now on to a treble. How are you going to do it? I don't really know. But I'm sat here scrolling through all the photos from today and seeing these wonderfully happy players. You know, Alvarez and Rico and I saw so many adorable families as well. They've all got little kids, you know, and it's so cute seeing them run around. As a dad now as well, it's hard not to just smile at it, you know. Guardiola saying Ake was fundamental, by the way. He was indeed. He said, we know we've done something special, Guardiola said. To be considered one of the 10 greatest, we have to win the Champions League. People say it won't be complete our time here, but 5 and 6, this is something extraordinary. Everyone knows all other clubs. It is indeed. Johnny Stones, by the way, Johnny Stones. I love him. Ilkay said, my arms are already ready to lift 2 more titles. I love it. The photo of Erling and Haaland with Erling Haaland and Ronnie Foden are so adorable. He's sweet. I saw him playing with Mason De Bruyne as well. So adorable, absolutely adorable. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. It's only a quick throwaway video as I go back to the hotel. I love you all loads. I really, really, genuinely do. City are Premier League fucking champions yet again. Come on!